What is up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the delightfully dreadful Dr. Disaster, and we have detected another game that belongs on the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Master List, and that game is The Crew Motorfest. Apparently, The Crew Motorfest has been one of the strongest performing titles in that series thus far, but now they've gone ahead and featured it on the Sweet Baby Inc. website.
Do you realize what you've done?
Here is a list of Sweet Baby's announced projects, and down here in the lower left corner, as bold as brass, is The Crew Motorfest. It sure would be a shame if everyone on Steam went on there and hit ignore on that game in order to send a message to these companies that we will not tolerate this crap being thrust into our games, even a racing game. We may have been quiet for a few days here, but we sure as hell haven't stopped our vigilant watch.
There is evil there that does not sleep, and the great eye is ever watchful.
You cannot hide. I see you.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to give me a follow over on Twitter where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. But let's dive right on into the news of the day here. This article comes to us from That Park Place. It says, Brazilian gamer and newly minted YouTuber Cabrutus added Ubisoft Ivory Tower's The Crew Motorfest to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam Curator list.
Oh no.
Cabrutus shared a video of him adding the game to the curator list after he showed that the game was featured on Sweet Baby Inc.'s website. After adding the game to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Curator list, Cabrutus also shared a message to the developers of The Crew Motorfest. He said, "You know, guys, Ubisoft, the people that worked on The Crew Motorfest, it is nothing personal, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And let's hope that you guys learn you should not get involved with DEI consultation companies again." Alright, so this isn't the first time that I've said this here, but Cabrutus really seems like a pretty decent guy. He shows kindness to these people where, to be honest, I would have a hard time doing it. Especially with all of the awful things that these people say about me in my comment sections, and even more especially with all of the smearing that these people have done to him. These are the sort of people that you would never turn your back on in like a bar setting or something. I'm not really intending to criticize Cabrutus here, mind you. Him being a nice guy is a fine thing. I just don't want us as a group to forget what these people are.
What is that thing? A shit demon!
Anyhow, the article does go on. It shows us in this image here that if you hover over the Crew Motorfest on Sweet Baby's site at the bottom left there, you can see they claim to have worked on proofreading and additional writing. They go on to tell us that the game is coming out on Steam in a couple of weeks and that it started out very strong in sales. I suppose it's difficult for a narrative consultant to do that much damage to a racing game after all. It'll be much more interesting when we get to see the upcoming Ubisoft games that are coming out later this year in Assassin's Creed Codename Red and Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars in particular intrigues me. I've talked about that game on this channel before already. This actress here, featured in this tweet, was made to look flat-chested and manly with her very pointed chin here. I don't know why these companies bother to hire nice-looking women as their models for these games? What is the damn point if you're not actually going to use their likeness? But that's what they've done, and I would be almost shocked at this point if we found out that Sweet Baby didn't have something to do with this project as well. And as for Assassin's Creed Codename Red, that is a game that takes place in ancient Japan, featuring samurai and stuff like that, and rumor has it that it is going to feature an African samurai. Yes, I'm aware that the historical figure Yasuke exists, a black man who became a samurai, but that is definitely the exception and far from what can be considered the norm in ancient Japan. This is definitely a sign that the game will be woke as hell and needs to have the spotlight shown on it when it comes out. There is a strong chance that it will include work from Sweet Baby Inc. But I am going to leave it there. What do you think about the Crew Motorfest being added to Sweet Baby Inc. Detected? If you're anything like me, then you are probably going to avoid it anyhow. The only racer that I personally play these days is Mario Kart, but what I will definitely avoid that I normally would have purchased is Star Wars Outlaws and maybe Assassin's Creed Codename Red. Let me know in the comment section what your plans are with those games, and we will talk about it there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.